Hey guys, this is Reign of Chaos. Here with another video, and I'm here to discuss only the Los Angeles Chargers draft day. The only reason I'm doing the Chargers is because they're my favorite team. If you guys want me to do your favorite team, please let me know in the comments. Either way, let's get going. The Chargers. First, let's discuss what they got, okay? And then we'll go to the finer grades. So, with the, as everybody knows, the Chargers ended up selecting a wide receiver in Mike Williams out of Clemson. Still to this day, although he's a really good receiver, possibly the best receiver in the draft this year, I'm still going to say I'm not happy about it. I'm super disappointed in who we have. Nothing against Mike Williams. Not saying he's a great player. I'm not saying he can't make an impact in the first round. In the first week or week 1 against the Broncos. What I'm saying is that he wasn't the player that I thought would have been the best for the Chargers. Now I understand why they got him. It's because of Keenan Allen's concerns of injuries, and they don't want to leave the whole job thing to a guy who's technically unproven in Tyrell Williams. So I can see why they got this, but my original pick is I really wanted them to get Jonathan Allen, defensive tackle out of Alabama. If not him, maybe Malik Hooker, safety out of Ohio State. But they ended up going with wide receiver. So they ended up selecting him in the first round with the 7th pick in the NFL draft. Hopefully he can be as good as they say he is. If he is, you know what? I take everything back. Of course, in the second round, you guys already know, our offensive line is possibly the worst or one of the worst in the NFL. I think the Chargers realize that they need to protect Phillip Rivers if they're going to win a Super Bowl or even get themselves back in playoff contention. So what they did in day 2 of the NFL draft, with the 38th pick in the NFL draft, they selected a much-needed guard in Forrest Gump out of Western Kentucky. Forrest Lamp is set to be, if not the second best guard in the draft this year, maybe the first best. A lot of people were saying that Cam Robinson out of Alabama, that he was possibly the best guard. But what a lot of analysis were saying about Forrest Gump out of Western Kentucky is that he had possibly the best footwork, and he was actually one of the most athletic guards in this draft. So I'm really excited that we went offense this year. We're finally getting rid. We finally got rid of DJ Fluker. I feel like now I really want them to get rid of Joe Barksdale. Nothing against the man, it's just he can't block worth a crap. So I'm not saying he's gonna be a guard. We all know that Forrest Lamp's gonna be our starting right guard or starting left guard, whatever the Chargers coaches decide to do with him. But also on this 3rd day of the NFL draft, they selected another guard in the 3rd round, and Dan Feeney out of Indiana. This is a good pick. I feel like in the future, when Orlando Franklin is no longer there, I feel like Dan Feeney can be that guy and be our backup to Orlando Franklin or whoever it's going to be. Let's not forget about Donovan Clark, the man we selected out of Michigan State last year. I feel like he's a really good offensive guard too. He was possibly one of the best guards in the preseason before he got injured. So, I feel like that was a really good choice for the Chargers to get Dan Feeney as well as backup. In the 3rd day, we ended up finally selected a safety in Rashawn Jenkins out of Miami. And I don't really know a lot about this guy, but I did see a couple of videos. He's really athletic and really physical. He can play both safety or defensive back. But I think we're most likely going to use him at the safety position. He's not going to be a first-round starter. I'm sorry, not a first-round starter, a Week 1 starter. If anything, he's going to play under Dwight Lowry. We're probably going to let go of Darrell Stuckey. because we're so deep into the safety position. So hopefully that works out. The second guy we got in the third day of the NFL draft, we ended up getting, to me, possibly possibly the best defensive back available, and that was Desmond King out of Iowa. He had 8 interceptions back in 2015, and he had, I believe, 2 or 3 interceptions this past season. And that's really good. For a guy, he's only like 5'10". The Chargers are known for getting small cornerbacks. I think the tallest cornerback we have is Casey Hayward, who's like 6'1", or I don't even think he's 6'1", but I'm just really excited. We do needed a nickel and dime guy because we got rid of Brandon Flowers. I don't think Craig Mager's there yet to where he can perform week 1, but I do think that Desmond King can perform at week 1. So good pick by them. The fourth guy we ended up getting in the NFL draft, the third day, was an offensive tackle, and sorry if I mispronounced this. His name was Sam Tevi out of Utah. I knew we needed an offensive tackle, but I felt like we could have gotten an offensive tackle earlier. Maybe we should have gotten nothing against Dan Feeney, but I feel like we could have gotten an offensive tackle in the 3rd round. Maybe gotten another guard at the 6th round, so kind of like swap it around there. But Sam Tevi is going to be really good. He has really good footwork, actually. So hopefully he does as good. And then the last pick, which is round 7, pick number 225, we surprisingly went with Isaac Rochelle out of Notre Dame. To me, this has got to be the worst. Sorry for my language. Fucking pick. I don't know why the Chargers thought it would be a good idea to get this guy. I saw his videotape. I saw highlights. I saw whatever. I tried to make up what this guy actually had that made the Chargers pick him up. And to tell you the truth, he has shit. Can't tackle. He's not a hard hitter. Can't get a lot of sacks. He's really lightweight with his hands. And we could have gotten a quarterback in here. A quarterback. If not a quarterback, perhaps another fucking receiver. Like the receiver I really wanted for the Chargers to get was Ryan Switzer from NC State. But we fucking missed out on him. We gave him to the fucking Cowboys. But overall, the NFL graded our draft this year at a B+. Although I didn't like this last pick, and for our last pick, which is for the 7th round, I'm gonna give the Chargers an A-. The reason I give them an A-, and no, I'm not kissing their ass because I'm a Chargers fan. The reason I'm gonna give them a A- is because look, everybody knows for the last 7 to 8 years the Chargers have had one of the worst injury-prone teams for like ever. Okay, they suck. Okay, they suck on offense. Surprisingly, we were ranked 16th in the NFL in offense and 14th on defense. I don't know how the hell we did that. With like 22 plus people on injury reserved. So showing that to me that we can have secondary players play at a high level, that's awesome. So I'm really excited about this year's draft. We went out there, we got the offensive guards, we got the offensive tackles we needed. We got a defensive back that I think is going to be one of the future defensive backs of the league. We got a wide receiver who, is projected to be the next Dez Bryant. Hopefully he can be that. But the one player that just stands out to me in this whole draft that we got, or that we selected, it has to be Forrest Lamp. To me, he's a steal. Reason why is he was projected to go in the 1st round. Late 1st round. And, we were there. We got him. I don't feel like the Chargers really wanted to get him or felt like they needed to get him. in the second round, I think that we were actually pretty content with Feeney in the third round. I think we really wanted to select Budda Baker from Washington, but the fucking Cardinals ended up trading up 2 picks before us and got him. So Cardinals, fuck you, fuck all you fans too, you know, who are Cardinals fans. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be negative, but I really wanted Budda Baker. Okay, we earlier in the draft we had we had Jamal Adams taken away from us, who we really wanted to get other than Hooker. Okay, we got him stolen from us. Okay, then when it comes to draft, we got Mike Williams, who, like I said, I really don't see the point in drafting him. But either way, guys, I'd rate this, like I said, an A-. The NFL rated us our draft to be a B+. Hopefully this upcoming year ends up being a good one. Thank you to all you guys who have sit here and watched my videos. You know, hopefully I can attract more fans. I do not know what I'm going to do after this. Hopefully I can find another way to entertain you fans. You know, I do apologize for the last couple of days for all the cussing words. It's just I've really been really stressed out with a couple of things lately. It's not an excuse. It's just, you know, I'm apologizing here. But thank you guys for being my fans. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you for watching my videos. And if you think there's anything good that I can do with my channel that will make you guys watch my channel even more, please let me know. Give me ideas. I'm new to YouTube. Never done this before. This is the first year I've done it. I tried to do it last year. It just failed dramatically. So here I am, giving it a try. And, you know, just in the future, maybe I'll perhaps host some games, put it online. Now, I don't want to put too much out there because, you know, I don't want to get in trouble with any of the games and stuff like that. So thank you, and we'll see you guys later.